Hey, Sunset. Snips' somewhat raspy voice says from the phone. I'm actually gonna see snails soon. I mean, you remember what day it is, right? Don't be stupid! I yell into my phone. Of course I know what day it is. Well...
Did you knock something over?
Again? No, I have my window open and my door doesn't want to close properly, so...
Okay.
It was a bit warm, so... My expression softens up slightly. Of course. It's Sunday. Oh, right. Church.
Church?
I didn't know Sips and Snails attended church.
I didn't know there was a church at all.
I didn't know there was a sense of religion in this human world.
Huh. With magic, it's not religion.
If they could have fucking demons and dimensional rifts opening up fucking everywhere and...
But that's magic!
Capturing pendants, then why don't see why they can't have a sense of religion?
Kind of a bad idea. You know what happens. You know what happens within religions and stuff. But anyways.
Speaking of which, Sunset, I hate church. Not for any particular religious or anti-religious reason, mind you. Though, admittedly, coming from a world where I was once the mean pupil of an immortal god princess probably has messed with my perception somewhat.
Nothing wrong with that, except for your reasons.
I hate church simply because it's something that I can never get around on Sunday. Snips and Snails' parents insist the pair go to church every Sunday, and this often leads to Bible studies, bake sales, charity drives, summer camps, just a whole bunch of activities my minions have to go on to that I can never get them out of. I guess I can't argue with that. Sorry, it's something in my house smells like burnt popcorn. I don't know what it is.
I hope that not. I hope to God it ain't burnt popcorn.
No, there's something on the oven. I have the window open, dude. I just said.
Anyways.
Fine! I hop out. Tell him there. I guess I'll meet you two when services are over. You can always come too, you know, Snips offers. He does this every time. Pass, I say simply, like I do every time. Snips sickles. What's wrong? Afraid you might burst into flames if you walk through the doors? Snail says, like he does every time. The awkward silence that follows is new, though. Normally I dismiss the overused joke and reiterate that I want the pair ready to go as soon as they show up. This time, Snips' little joke actually stings a bit, given recent events and my current situation. Sunset Shimmer? I'm sorry, I didn't mean... It's fine! I snap out. Just make sure you both are ready when services are over. There aren't any stupid bake sales or anything I have to work around today, are there? No? Sips responds in a somewhat unsure tone. What is it, Snips? I ask as I roll my eyes. Well, what exactly are we doing? Normally I yell at Snips and tell him I will explain everything to him and Snips when I see them. Typo there. Sips and Snails. Sorry. Especially since I usually have to explain things 2 or 3 times anyhow, and it gets a bit tedious. This time, I sense Sips might be pensive about me getting up to my old tricks. Oh yeah. So back in the fall formal and all that shit. We're looking for books, I answer. That's it? Yeah, that's it. Oh, okay then. See you after church, Sunset Shimmer, Sips says cheerfully. Yeah, bye, I say as I hang up the phone. I sigh to myself. Guess I can at least take the time to work out or something. You might be wondering about the church Sips and Snails go to. Well, actually, yes, I am.
I want to know why.
Speak of the devil. Religion is a bit different in this world than Equestria, likely because the deities aren't walking around in broad daylight here. At least, not that I've seen. Snips and Snails attend a church where the primary figures are an omnipotent god, simply known as God, and his divine son made flesh fixer, Christ? Did I miss something?
Fix it.
Really?
Oh my god, I cannot believe I just didn't realize that till now.
Christ the fixer, can we fix it? Christ the builder, yes we can.
I was referring to the Wreck-It Ralph Fix It Felix, but okay.
Well, Mama's so ugly. While the builder said, I can't fix that.
So let's bury her.
Okay, moving on. Fixer Christ. Fixer, probably because he was the son of a carpenter, with Christ being a title. The name seems, shall we say, convenient for a figure whose primary role seems to be something of a savior. Until recently, what?
I was about to say, in some instances of the Bible, it was referred to as Jesus of Nazareth.
Mm-hmm. Yet until recently, I've barely paid any attention to their religion, only learning enough so I don't look like a complete idiot if the topic comes up. The religion is the most practiced on this world, and it's somewhat ubiquitous in this country, with most people believing and practicing to some degree. Not knowing the basics would sort of make me look like I came from a different planet.
You did.
Even though you technically did. Even though you technically did. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Anyhow, as I mentioned, the religion is now getting a little more attention from me. Information on demons and how to deal with them seems to be mostly related to works of either Simpson Sales' religion or its precursor. The Star Swirl the Bearded of this world is a figure of great importance in both religions, and seems was something of a magician here as well. No one I've met seems to be able to perform magic. Real magic, anyhow. Some clever sleight of hand, sure, but I've never seen anyone shoot a fireball or anything. And you're not an exception?
Well, I mean, before she came along.
Well, before she went Sunset Satan, yeah.
Yes.
The magic that Star Swirl the Bearded performed seemed rather ritualistic, a far cry from the instant satisfaction of levitating an object or teleporting. Not my forte, but they're the best leads I have, and living with this thing inside me isn't exactly an option I want to entertain at this moment. Anyhow, the Key of Star Swirl the Bearded is the top book on my list of things to find today, followed by The Lesser Key of Star Swirl the Bearded, and a handful of other books with names I'm not yet sure how to pronounce on account of their names not having a translation. So wait, the human world actually has a reference and name to Star Swirl the Bearded?
Either that or she's thinking that they might exist in this world, but remember, those seems to be kind of books that came from the pony world. I'm not sure if they would translate into the human world.
Yeah, that's probably a good point.
Yeah, so she might end up looking for something that probably wouldn't exist in this world.
I pretty much.
But who knows? Let's see what happens.
I go to my desk and break out some stationery. It's a big city, there's quite a few bookstores to scour, and the three of us will mostly be riding buses to get around. Once that's done, I'll hit the gym, take a shower, get dressed, and move out. I've got a big day ahead of me. Dressed in my usual attire, plus the new coat, new sunglasses, and a large black handbag, I tap my foot impatiently as I wait in front of the long, single-story brick church that Snips and Snails are currently in. Both seem to be taking their sweet time. Mostly elderly and middle-aged churchgoers are leaving at this point. The usual simple greetings and polite nods have given way to asking me about the accident at school. Thankfully, I have the same cover story Vice Principal Luna gave me about no one being there at the time, and this is the weekend, so it makes sense that I haven't seen the damage besides what the news had to report. Even though you were clearly the one in the crater and everybody saw you.
You were blasted the fuck out of it.
But who would believe a story about demons and magic and shit like that?
And a big giant rainbow beam.
Not until friendship games, I suppose.
No, even then they just throw it away as, yeah, like people are going to believe that to Principal Cinch.
True that. Other than that, it's business as usual. Polite greetings I return amongst offhanded comments that I should join services next week. I doubt these same people would react this way around me if they knew what I did just a couple of nights ago. Somehow, this whole standing in front of a church thing has me more uneasy than normal. Loitering in an area where I stick out like a sore thumb as people come out and acknowledge my existence for whatever reason has never been a very high thing on my list of things I like to do. But somehow, this feels weirder than usual. I suspect it's simply because of recent events that maybe I'm developing a psychosomatic aversion to churches.
Huh?
Eh?
Hang on, I had to look this up now just to see what the fuck this is.
Psychosomatic?
If a physical illness or other condition caused or aggravated by a mental factor such as internal conflict or stress.
So...
Irrational.
So once again, going back to Sunset Satan inside of her. Wait.
Irrational aversions.
Wait. If I'm somehow cognizant of it then, does it actually make a lot of sense for it to be psychosomatic? But, I mean, I can't actually be having some sort of real physical aversion to church, can I? That would be...
insane?
Hey, Sunset Shimmer, sorry we're late.
Oh.
Nice shades. Yeah, sorry Sunset Shimmer. I like the new jacket. I step out of my contemplating and turn towards Sips and Snails. Well, that did it.
I was hoping insane? Oh well. Anyways, sorry about the interruptions.
No worries. What the heck, guys? I exclaimed. You kept me waiting forever! Not really, actually. Though, me getting annoyed at having to wait for them is pretty standard. I might have made it a point to be a little nicer if this wasn't so important. Sorry, but we had to change, Snails says. Yeah, our parents get really upset if we mess up our church clothes, Sips adds. They're both dressed in their regular street clothes. Can you excuse me one second? I have to go check on the dogs.
Sure. Nice shades. Dude, bro, no, not 20% more feminine. Blah is... This is the first time Blah says this is pretty much the first time he's ever joined on this. I am not sure about that. That the English is his first language. I keep seeing some errors. Oh God. Inghard, why? He fucking said Moon Prism Power. Fucking why? What's with the YouTube link?
Oh, that was the Raditz double Sunday he wanted to find out.
Okay, I'll take a look at it later.
It's only 27 seconds long.
But we're on stream, so...
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. Turns out the burnt popcorn smell was just from my dad downstairs. That's... false alarm. Anyways, where was I?
You had a dad?
They're both...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man.
Come on.
Right,
I'm sorry.
They're both dressed in their regular street clothes. For Snails, a green V-neck sweater with black trim with a purple snail emblem on it all over a red shirt, a pair of khakis, and red tennis shoes. For Snails, a black t-shirt with a pair of scissors printed on the front, jeans, and green tennis shoes. Scissors on his shirt aside, Sips always dresses normally enough. Snails, on the other hand... Snails, you always look like you just physically assaulted a secondhand store.
Why not?
Snails looks down at his clothes and then back up at me. What? It's totally me! I roll my eyes. Oh, it's you, alright. You've managed to turn clueless into something you wear. Aw, leave him alone, Sunset. Snails can wear what he likes. Besides, I like it, Sips asserts. I fold my arms. Yeah, well, you would. Snails smiles at Sips. Thanks, buddy, he says as he holds out a fist. Anytime, pal, Snip says enthusiastically as he holds out his own fist and taps it against the top of Snails's. Huh. The two do their stupid fist bump ritual while I roll my eyes as hard as I can at them. Not that they can see me doing this with the sunglasses on, but I've done it enough times that it's pretty clear I'm overflowing with silent disapproval. And you're still trying to be nice to them, may I remind you.
Sometimes they're just intolerable. Asterixy. Anyway.
It may not look like it, but this is pretty much the three of us saying hello. Pleasantries aren't my forte unless I'm faking. The nice thing about Sips and Snails is I don't really need to be mindful of my behavior around them. Are you two done being stupid? I ask. No, don't answer that. Look, we have a job to do, and I don't want to waste all day in a church parking lot. Alright, Sunset Shimmer, Snail says. What are we doing exactly? I already told you! I growl out. We're looking for books. This is why I hate explaining anything to you two over the phone. Snails pipes up. Yeah, but, we don't exactly believe you. Eh?
Those dumbasses.
One of my eyes begins to twitch in anger as I glare out the pair of dunces in front of me. Why wouldn't you believe me? Why would I lie about that? Well, you've never asked us to do anything like that before, Snip says. Yeah, it sounds kind of weird, Snail says. What? Looking for books is somehow weird? I exclaim. I mean, sure, it's a bit strange regarding what I'm looking for, but the act itself should be innocent enough. So we're really just looking for books? Snips asks. Yes! I exclaim. How is that so hard to believe? Well, I don't think you've ever asked us to do anything that didn't have to do with winning a dance or something else, Snail says. Are these books going to help you win a contest? I'm slowly losing my patience here. Granted, I have very little when it comes to these two, but still. No! I exclaim as I throw my arms into the air. This has nothing to do with winning a contest of any sort. I'm through trying to win stupid contests. I have more important things to worry about at the moment. Sips and Snails look at me like I've just completely lost my mind.
Again.
Oh. Well, maybe I have, but they shouldn't think that until we somehow get past the idea of looking for frigging books! Are you feeling alright, Sunset Shimmer? Snails asks. No, I'm not feeling alright! I snap back. Instead of going off and doing what I want to do, which is going looking for some books, I'm stuck here explaining myself to you, knuckleheads! Well, I can't really blame her. Yeah, but, well, I mean, Snails continues. Did you really mean what you said? No more contests? No! I mean, just, ah! I raise my hand and ruffle my hair in frustration. I'm getting stupider the more I talk to you. No more contests! I declare. Hello, what's that noise?
Sorry, that was me.
What was all that?
That was my squeaky ass chair. Don't worry, I changed it.
Okay.
Sips and Snails exchange another glance. Well, she sure sounds like Sunset Shimmer, Snail says. What do you mean, she? Don't tell me you two idiots are humoring the idea that I've been replaced somehow. The pair give me a double dose of blank stares and utter a couple of stupid-sounding,
Oh my god, they were. Keep going, I'm gonna use the bathroom.
What?
We call that the smart asses.
Keep going, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Oh my gosh, you two! What the heck? I need you two to help me find some books and suddenly it's a federal case? Well, maybe you can prove it's you, Sip suggests. Yeah, prove it, Snails chimes in. I grumble angrily to myself. Do you want me to go over all the embarrassing things I know about you two? I mean, I have a list of those. Literally! I exclaim as I throw... Really? Well, they were two former minions, so I guess I can't really argue that much. I literally have compiled a list of all the humiliating things you two have done! Sips and Snails look at each other and shake their heads. Well, that won't work, Sip says. Yep, won't work, Snails agrees. What? Why not? I roar. Well, you wrote them down, Sip says. Yeah. I mean, if someone took your place, they could have just found your list and told us the things on it, Snails reasons. Oh boy, so apparently Sunset Timber does in fact have a written list of all the embarrassing, humiliating things that Sips and Sales have done. And apparently they still don't believe she's the real Sunset. So go figure. What? But that... I mean... As stupid as this whole exercise is, he has a point. An anger-inducing, infuriating point. My body starts to shake in anger. Uh-oh. Oh boy. I am just so angry right now, I could just... kill you both and make it look like an accident! Jesus. Okay. The two look at each other with a small smile and nod in unison. It's her. My eyes shot open wide from behind my sunglasses. What? Threatening to kill you two is what tipped you off? The pair of idiots shrug. Well, yeah, Sip says. You always do that when you're really mad at us. I begin to take a number of deep, not so calming breaths. Don't tell me. Don't tell me you morons actually planned this? The two exchange a confused glance. Plan what? Stips asks. Yeah, plan what? Snails adds. I smack a palm against my face. Oh, I get it. You two are just naturally good at making me angry. Remind me why I hang out with you two? 'Cause we always do what you ask? Sip suggests. Well, he's not wrong. Well, okay then. Yeah, Snails chimes in. Even after you turned all evil and stuff a couple nights ago, I wince.
And turned us into demons.
Side minions with wings.
Yes. I wince. I know Snails didn't mean anything by what he said, but his words cut me deep and I feel my stomach churn just a bit. I didn't realize just how much the uncomfortable but irritating feeling of routine had kept me going the last few minutes. But Snails' words remind me that things are not normal at the moment. If anything, I should feel lucky these two are talking to me, not the other way around. And that stupid church is still making me feel uneasy. What, do you have a problem with fucking crosses or something now? Oh.
Too soon.
Inver, did you just fucking went there?
Yes, I fucking went there.
Inver, you should have known by now. We're dealing with a goddamn demon inside of her.
We're also dealing with a sensitive internet in the year of 2015.
And not only that, I mean, Jesus, what if it is a real freaking demon and it'll probably result in a fucking Exorcist-like fucking, ending?
It had to be said, but let's move on. I ball my hands into fists and turn away from the pair. I'm just so angry and frustrated, and more than anything, I just want this thing inside me gone. Also, I feel something wet and hot trickle down my cheeks. I'm crying again. Lovely. Man. Dude, Sip says. Not cool. Huh? Oh, sorry, Sunset Shimmer. I didn't mean... It's fine! I step out angrily as I quickly lift my sunglasses and wipe the tears from my face. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of me asserting it's fine around these two, when, in fact, it's not fine. Can you two please just focus long enough for me to give you two instructions? Sure, Sunset Shimmer. Yeah, Sunset Shimmer. I turn back and nod. Good, I say, as I reach into my handbag, pull out a folded sheet of lined paper, and hand it to Snips. Ooh, excuse me. This is a list of places you two will check and for books we're looking for. Snips unfolds the sheet of paper, and he and Snails look at both. Can't English. Snips unfolds the sheet of paper, and he and Snails look over it as stupidly as possible. They both knit their brows as they continue to stare at it. Gee, Sunset, Sip says. I thought your writing was getting better, but I can't read half of this. Yeah, me neither. Well, she has the same handicapped writing problems as Twilight did.
Phantom Cannon.
What? I protest. I spent a long time making sure it was legible for you two idiots. Give me a break. I've only had hands for a few years. Sips and Sales pause, then begin laughing. I relax slightly too. It's oddly liberating now that quite a few people know my secret. Wait a minute, what?
That she used to be a magical horse in another dimension.
Well, wait a minute. We've already established this takes place after the first Equestria Girls, and they didn't know that fucking Sunset was a pony from another world until the other two movies, so what the hell?
Well, only a few knew about how she is because she was able to take a fucking magical fucking crown and went fucking ape.
Oh, true that.
Also, forget this movie's like this fanfic's like 2 years old.
True that. Alright, Sip says. It's just that he turns the paper to me and points at a line. I don't think this is a word. I look at it. Zera? Yeah, it's a real word. It's just in another language. Sips turns the sheet around and looks at it over again. Oh? Yes! I exclaim irritably. Look! Just go to the places on the list and check the stores for sections on religion, thaumatology...
Thaumatology, I think?
Religion, thaumatology, demonology, or Kaba... Whoa, what? Cell says. I smack my palm against my forehead. What is it now? Did you say demonology? Sips asks. I pause. Is that a problem? Well, aren't demons, evil? Snail says. Yeah, I mean, now we all have experiences being demons, and kinda cool or not, it doesn't seem like a good idea to be messing with them. Sips and Sales usually only question what we're doing up to the point where I have to explain everything. Here, they seem pensive to even be helping me. I guess I can't blame them. This would seem suspicious even under normal circumstances. Now I'm curious, what the fuck is this thaumatology? Excuse me, I'm gonna look this up just a quick second. Let's see here. Thaumatology. Let's see. A doctrine, discussion, or study of the performing of miracles. Okay. Time to come clean. I'm not messing with them. I just need to understand them better. Okay, so more like rinse, I guess. The Sunset, Snips begins. I don't think it's a good idea to be playing with dark magic. It's, unholy. Yeah, unholy. Well, how you two would fucking know since you were turned into fucking demons.
They're probably wincing at the fact that they went demonic.
True that. No. You see, these books are about using good magic to control bad magic, I insist. Really? They exclaim in unison. Look, I say, as I step behind them and point at the first few entries on the list. See? Star Swirl the Bearded. He's a good guy.
Ish.
Huh. I guess she's right, Sip says. Of course I'm right. I'm always right, I exclaim. The two look up from the list and narrow their eyes at me in a "you're kidding, right?" fashion. Looks like there's a line I can't use around these two anymore. That much is true. I sigh and dig through my handbag, pull out a wad of cash, and hand it to Snips. Just go to the places on that list, look for these books, send me pictures. If you're unsure of anything, and meet me at the usual place. Capiche? We cover more ground alone, but these two work better as a pair. Which is to say, they're absolutely useless by themselves. The pair nod and parrot back, capiche, to me. I glance at the church. One more thing. Wait here. Sure, Sunset. Yeah, sure. I begin slowly walking towards the church. The building never particularly bugged me before, so why now? Somehow, getting closer and closer makes the act of walking seem harder. Like I'm getting slightly heavier with each step. There's also a vaguely nauseating feeling that's increasing. My body's telling me to turn back, but my curiosity and strong desire to prove that this all is just in my head is urging me forward. I walk forward to the wooden double doors, and I reach my hand out for the bronze door handles. The handle is one of those that you grasp while depressing a lever at the top with your thumb. Nothing out of the ordinary for a church, but my heart starts beating faster as I reach out for it. Huh?
What?
Something is amiss. I place my hand around it and... nothing. Well, okay, not exactly nothing. Somehow the metal feels uncomfortable against my skin, like if it's prickly, but my hand didn't catch fire or begin to melt or anything. I slowly open the door and suddenly, it's like a wave of the nausea hits and my body feels really heavy. My vision blurs and I let go of the door handle, falling to my hands and knees. I start breathing heavily, panting even, as sweat drips off my face and onto the walkway in front of the door. I spoke too soon.
Religion.
We are dealing with an actual demon inside her.
Sips and Sails rush over to me, each grabbing an arm and helping me to my feet. Are you okay, Sunset Shimmer? Sips exclaims. Sails just looks at me with a concerned look on his face. I'm fine! I snap out. I begin to direct us away from the church, allowing Sips and Sails to support me as I walk away. I scramble for a plausible explanation that doesn't involve me developing some sort of aversion to holy places. Felt a little ill and wanted to get some water. Oh, Sips. Oh! Sips says. How about I go inside and get... I reclaim my limbs quickly. No! I feel better now. Thanks.
That was probably a bad idea. Holy water.
Yeah. I walk away from the church towards the bus stop. Sips and Sails follow. I feel better physically, and there's no way in heaven or hell I'm going to risk drinking water out of a church. However, this has me worried. Demon me's words begin to echo in my head. Silly Sunset Shimmer, you can't get rid of me. I'm in you. I'm part of you. Whoa.
Well, I could use that for the future of one of my things.
I'm not gonna get into it again. You already fucking know.
I'm 4 chapters behind.
Let's just continue. I'm lost, so fuck it.
Just talking about Alex.
Oh, what? I was not talking about that at all.
But never mind.
Definitely not
Never
talking
mind
about
it.
that.
Let's just get on with it. I had assumed
we're
it was a
almost
bluff
done.
to get me to...
What?
I had assumed it was a bluff to get me to not even make an attempt to get her out of me. I still believe that. I mean, if she's in me, it would make sense that I can't just waltz up to holy places. But what if she's not bluffing? And if she is part of me, what does that mean exactly? I shake my head, clearing it slightly. No, this is what she wants. She wants me to second guess what I'm doing. She might even have a little control over my body and is messing with me at strategic times just to get me hesitating. Well, I'm a master of head games too. It's not gonna work. I just need to get the right information and then it's back to hell for her, and back to sleeping soundly for me. We walk up to the bus stop. Whatever. We walk up to the bus stop with near perfect timing as a bus pulls in front of us and opens its doors wide. Get in, losers, I say as I step onto the bus. We're going shopping.
Get in, losers. We're going to Hot Topic.
I only have $5 on my card left.
Here's hoping the next chapter is any better.
Yeah, I guess I need to catch up on the first 4 chapters because I'm not sure what happened.
Oh, hoopy-doo. Chapter 6, The Dregs. Really?
What, are we dealing with the druids?
What is it with all these depressing sounding titles, really?
I guess we're slowly going into that dark, deeper territory because we're dealing with a demon.
We're going to Sheol. Or is it Sheol? I can't remember how it's pronounced.
Why do I have... what did
Binding
you
of
say?
Isaac.
Binding of Isaac?
Sheol, you mean?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Clueless? Maybe because I haven't played Binding of Isaac.
Anyways. There's one! Sips says excitedly as he points, and he and Snail step out of the bus window. Did I hear something?
No?
Wasn't me this time.
I must be hearing things. Ooh! Ooh! I see one! I see one! Snail says as he also points out the window. I swore I heard something. No, it's just the dogs. Never mind. Sorry about that. From the seats I cross the aisle from them, I sigh and shoot them an irritated glance. I'm going to regret asking, but what the heck are you two Nimrods doing? We're playing Spot the Car! Sips informs cheerfully. Yeah, Spot the Car! Behind my sunglasses, I knit my brow the two. You mean like Spot the red cars or the cars with out-of-state plates? No, any car! Really?
God, that'll go on all day.
I knew I'd regret asking. Okay, just... what? I say in disbelief. They're stupid and, well, there's a car! There's a car! And that goes on.
Oh, they just did a Tiny Toons reference there.
And then there's these two. You know, the sad part here is that if I killed you two, I would go to jail. Oh, come on, Sunset Shimmer, Zip says. Relax a little bit. Yeah, relax. Relax? How can I relax when, Don't say anything about the demon in me. Don't say anything about the demon in me. The entire school hates me. The two pause and consider this. Well, not the entire school. Sure, we don't hate you, Sunset Shimmer. Oh, goody, I reply sarcastically. I'd wonder how my life had become this, but this is pretty much a normal Sunday for me. Sips and Sales are the only two people I've met so unburdened by intelligence that they follow me without question. Well, up until now. There's been a few questions today, though it's not like I'm tricking them into doing anything objectionable at the moment. Oh, there's another one, Snow says. Ooh, I see another, Sips replies. I sigh to myself. What I wouldn't give for the telekinetic ability to explode the pair of your heads, I mumble. Just a few more bus stops to the transit center and I'm free. At least for a little bit. Oh, man. Poor Sunset.
You tell me.
As mentioned, we part ways at the transit station and go on our merry ways to opposite ends of the city. Honestly, I'm a little more worried than usual that these two can do as I ask. Looking for books should be easy enough, but it's pretty outside our normal modus operandi, and none of these titles are exceptionally easy to find. If one discounts the internet, of course. So we begin our not terribly interesting journey where the two overcompensate for their incompetence by sending me pictures of just about any book they find with a weird title, which so happens to be quite a few given the sections we're all looking for, culminating in lots of angry text messages from me. So much for the sweet taste of freedom.
You can never be free from those idiots.
Nope. Hours later, and I'm combing through more spiritual self-help books, tired, hungry, and irritable when my phone beeps at me. I pull it out of my handbag and I'm greeted by yet another strange-looking title that has nothing to do with what I'm looking for. And I can already tell this is Snails. Is this one? Alright, first of all, 1. Second of all, no. 1 what? You can't see this, but I'm rolling my eyes as hard as I can at the screen right now. This is all through their text messages, by the way.
Yep.
How about this? No! And would it kill you both to type like you had to have a brain between you two? All day. All freaking day! I've been subjected to texts that look like something from before my time on this planet full of ridiculously lazy people. What do you mean? How could you even ask that? How is it not obvious that you two dimwits that you both text like you have to push the numbers upwards of 3 times to get the letter you want?
I feel you, Sunset. I have that phone.
Yes, we have smartphones. Yeah, who even has a dumb phone anymore? Exactly! Pinky types better than you two, except she fills the screen with obnoxious emoticons. Like this, and then we get a string of intelligible emoticons.
Maybe I should try to copy and paste this.
Like what?
Into the chats it goes.
What is the last one? I cannot tell what that is. T-U-M-M-U-T.
I don't know.
No fucking idea. Yes, for the most part, except I'm pretty sure you made up about half of those. Hey, when
Yeah,
did
that
you
makes
talk
sense.
to Pinky? Yesterday! I ran into her and her friends at the mall. We hung out and exchanged phone numbers and everything. In fact, I've been politely declining little invites to things all day. God, that girl is insatiable. Oh boy. You mean you actually made friends already and didn't tell us? And sad face.
Sad face.
I didn't tell you because it has nothing to do with getting the books I need. We're both really happy you've made friends. This is a big step for you. And the letter U,
Smiley
and then
face.
happy face.
Oh God.
Oh,
You!
girl.
you! How is that hard to do? You both have fully functional keyboards and pop up when you type just like me. Even if you can't work the slide function, I know you two can at least type. You wouldn't have even made it into high school if you actually wrote papers like this. How much time do you two actually think you're saving by typing like this? And it's not like either of you have enough going on that saving your precious milliseconds means you'll be doing anything productive or fulfilling your miserable lives. I swear, if one of you uses you again, I'll end you and replace you with a trained monkey. No, wait, forget the training even. Wow.
Yeah, if she did that in TF2, she'd get kicked.
And then
And sad face. You type fast. Oh boy.
and they went with the U again. Oh fuck.
That's it! That is it! When we meet up, I'm killing you both. And tear face. Sad face, it won't save you this time. My mind's made up. And more tear faces.
Sad face.
Where the hell's Psycho Stick when you need him?
What?
Psycho Stick.
Did I? What?
It's a band.
Song about it.
Oh.
Oh shucks, you found my weakness! Spamming me with sad faces. It's like my heart just grew 3 sizes over here.
Grinch.
Really? No. Found one. Bizarre pet names won't save you either. What? I found one of the books. It's found, Nimrod. And show me. Sip sends me a picture of the book, and to my great surprise, he managed to locate a copy of The Key of Stars for the Bearded, the book I was looking for the most. So, wait, it actually does exist in this world?
I guess I was wrong.
Jeez. Nice work. I guess you both get to live after all. Smiley face. Stop it. Next door? Forget it. You're already scraping the dregs as it is, and I'm starving. I'll order the rest. Let's meet up for some food. Sweet. I put away my phone and take one more look at the spiritual book section in front of me. There's basically nothing here that's of any direct use. This was mostly true of all the other stores I checked. However, something catches my eye. I pull off a deck of tarot cards off the shelf and examine it. It appears to be the same deck Pinky used when she did a reading for me. A potentially prophetic and equally potentially lethal reading. Well, at least I guess it couldn't hurt. Speaking of injury, something else catches my eye. I glance at the religious section and notice a few of the books are sporting religious symbols. I wonder. I slowly make my way to the section and spot a large Bible with a small cross on it. Tentatively, I reach my index finger out and poke the cross in the center. I spoke too soon again. Nothing. No lightheadedness, nausea, or anything of the sort. Guess whatever is going on with me isn't quite as straightforward as some sort of vampire-like negative reaction to the holy symbols. I lift my sunglasses out of my forehead and take the Bible and open it. Randomly scanning pages and flipping through it, my vision doesn't seem to be blurring or anything. Maybe if it was printed in its original language, it would have had some physical effect on me. I'll have to dig this into this a bit deeper. It might give me some clues as to how I need to move forward here. I put the Bible back. Huh. Guess one of these wouldn't hurt to have on hand either, but why are there so many? A quick search on my tablet shows me there are several translations and even versions that have or don't even have certain chapters, or books more accurately, depending on what denomination they're printed for. Fascinating, I suppose, but I'm not here to dig deeply into the nuances of each different branch. I figured out which version will give me the most to work with and find a recent translation that won't remind me that reading Shakespeare's work gives me a headache whether it's from this scroll or my own. After I've sorted out a suitable copy for my needs, I purchase it along with its cards and add it to a modest collection of reference books on demons I found while looking for things on my list. The reference books won't tell me how to deal with a demon in detail enough that I might banish it outright, but maybe they can help me figure it out if the thing inside of me is a known demon and give me a few tips. Are you absolutely certain about that? Whatever. After a bit more bus riding, I meet up with Sips and Snails on our usual hangout, an out-of-the-way Italian restaurant that does pretty decent food. No other kids from school thinks to go here, so it makes for an ideal location to meet up away from potentially prying eyes. Plus, we've gone enough that we're recognized on site by the staff and treated pretty nicely. The whole thing has a nice gangster vibe to it that I can't help but dig. I walk in and a waitress simply nods in the direction of a booth. Sips and Sales have undoubtedly arrived before me. I walk into the restaurant and the pair of them are inhaling soda like it's going to be declared illegal tomorrow and chowing down on free bread. Yeah, I can't even have table manners or anything, jeez.
They're dumb.
Yeah, I do that.
Don't.
I do that too. I love bread and soda.
Fuck, I buy my own cases.
Sales shoots me a mildly annoyed look. Where the heck were you, Sunset Shimmer? We've waited forever! Yeah, forever, Sales parrots. Sorry, I offer as I sit across from them. I figured out another book I wanted and had to do some impromptu research before picking a copy. Sips and Sales look at me as if I grew an extra 6 feet and sprouted... wait. I used that one. They look at me like I grew an extra head. I'm not sure what the big... Did you just apologize to us? Really? Yeah, you even explained yourself. Oh. Well, they have a point. Usually, I would have just yelled at them to both mind their own business. Not sure why my impulse was to be nice, or at least not horrible to them. Maybe I'm starting to subconsciously feel a bit grateful that they're sticking with me despite all I put them through. A waitress comes and pours me a coffee without having to ask me and leaves me a couple sealed plastic shots of half and half. I can explain myself if I want! I snap back. Stupid minions. It's not like I actually like you or anything.
Baka.
Really?
Baka.
All right, Sunset Shimmer, Sips self-defensively. We were just wondering. Here. Sips grabs a bag that's sitting next to him and hands it over to me. In it is the book they found to me and most of the money I handed to them. I pull out the book and flip through it. Prayers, various circles for summoning demons and making them obey you, detailed rituals of how to purify everything from water to fire. Exactly what I was looking for. Nice work, you two, I say offhandedly. They at least did better than me, and I even gave them the B list when it came to stores. Sips and Sales stare at me as if... okay, they're just surprised again, I guess.
Let's not bother.
Yeah. Did you just say, nice work? Sips exclaims. Are we sure it's really Sunset Shimmer? Sales adds. Well, she seems nicer, not eviler. But maybe Mirror World Sunset Shimmer is actually nice, and she's just pretending to be mean to trick us. Can we please not make a big deal out of every single time I don't feel like yelling at you two? I'm starving and would rather eat and start studying than deal with your inane prattle all evening. Well, she still sounds like Sunset Shimmer, Nell says. I irritably reach for a menu and start scanning it. Just figure out what you two want to eat before you give me enough time to figure out how to discreetly poison it. Not that I'd actually do that here. Too many people have seen us together and the evidence would certainly point back to me. Also, I guess I kind of, sort of don't want to kill off the only two people I know I can count on, even if they are unbelievably irritating. Are you sure about that? The two look at each other and shrug. They pick up a menu and begin looking it over. Should we do mozzarella sticks again? Sips asks. How about French fries? Says replies. There's flag an appetizer, a telltale sign that they're broke. Typical. I would imagine that they wouldn't have any money to begin with. Also, in-card, nice reference to cafeteria control there.
Gone close to Tsundere said, but not too close.
And also they said, oh my god, Sips and Snails are killing my brain cells. They ate too many paint chips. Paint chips. Yeah, nice reference to cafeteria control.
Brain cell massacre. Anyway.
I sigh as I look up from my menu and address the two idiots. Look, since you two actually managed to find the book I was looking for the most, dinner is on me. Both Sips and Snails look at me in disbelief. Really? I roll my eyes. Yes, really. I'm not sure if I'll ever get quite the hang of being nice, but I'm at least getting the hang of repaying a favor. The two still seem to be in some sort of state of disbelief that makes them slower to act than usual. Can we order dessert? Dessert too? Sips asks. Yeah, dessert! Snails asks excitedly. Fine, whatever, just stop talking already. You sure you're not some kind of pod person trying to replace Sunset Shimmer? Sips asks.
Lord.
You mean a changeling?
Did
That's
they
all I got,
seriously
sorry.
just do a Body Snatchers reference there? Yeah, they fucking did. I said, did they really just do an Attack of the Body Snatchers reference there?
Psycho's suggesting changelings.
Either of those works. I glower across the table at the pair of nitwits. I'm trying to give all this friendship stuff a chance. Please don't make me regret it. Pardon me. Wow, thanks, Sunset Shimmer, Sip says with a smile. Yeah, thanks. You really are turning over a new leaf. Maybe you should try helping out at the next bake sale.
God damn it.
I'm just trying to be a little nicer, I explained as I held my fingers up to signify a small amount. I'm not trying to reinvent myself into some sort of goody-goody.
Could have fooled me.
Not to mention, I currently have more pressing matters to work out than changing my image. I can worry about what the school body at Canterlot High thinks about me after I'm sure this thing inside me won't kill me or turn around and kill the school body. Neither is ideal, even if either one would solve the whole issue of what the school thinks of me. Sips and Sails shrug and go back to picking out something to eat, both enjoying the rare freedom of getting their own menu without having to agree on a single cheap dish. I spend most of dinner going back over my new books and ordering a few online, as well as purchasing digital copies. Between the books I have, my tablet, and my laptop back home, I should be able to get some decent cross-examination going tonight. I'd say the three of us enjoy a pleasant evening of dining together, but it's actually a lot of me telling my idiot minions to be quiet as I try to absorb a plethora of unfamiliar phrases and information and eat pasta at the same time. Still, it feels oddly routine. It's somehow comforting that my life hasn't completely changed. Yet. After the two finish their desserts, they feel compelled to thank me. Thanks, Sunset Shimmer, Cell says. That was really friendly of you. Yeah, friendly. Yeah, I say dismissively without bothering to look up from my book. Don't get used to it. We should do this again sometime, Sip says. It was kind of fun not having to follow anyone around and take videos of them, even if we have gotten some pretty funny videos. Oh boy. I remember that much. Fun for you two Nimrods, maybe. I shoot back. I'm the one who has to keep you both in line. Also, there's a better than not chance my life is actually at stake here. I'm sure they'd focus a bit more if I told them that. But I'm not desperate enough to start letting anyone know I might actually have a real demon inside me. Oh, cheer up, Sunset Shimmer, Snail says. It's not all bad. Oh boy.
Let the torrents flow.
I cock an eyebrow at him. It's pretty bad! I turned into a demon and then mind controlled pretty much the entire school. Guess I'm so preoccupied with Friday night. Neither of them had even brought it up. Not directly, at least. In fact, you two should probably avoid being seen with me at school. You were already unpopular enough as it was. Actually, hanging around with me would probably kill any chances you two have of recovering from this. Or worse. Jeez. I'm actually getting pretty sentimental here. I'm actually looking out for these two idiots. Wow.
I kick him to the curb immediately.
Yep.
The two idiots exchange quick glances and look back at me. "Ah, we never leave you alone, Sunset," Snip says. "Yeah, never." Wow. Wasn't expecting that. I quickly stand up, push my sunglasses down over my eyes where either of them can see me get teary, and use some of the money Simpson sales returned to me to pay for the meal plus a tip. Keeping track of the amount was fairly trivial. Fine. Whatever. It's your social lives, I say quickly. What do I care if you both screw it up? You guys are that incompetent that they would probably kill themselves if you let them alone to their devices?
Enough paint chips could actually do that.
Yeah, I fucking went there. I couldn't help it. You think they really will kill themselves if they're given the chance?
Probably, but they wouldn't probably be able to do it. They'll fuck it up.
Yeah. Let's see. Sip smiles at me. "Oh, I made this for you," he says as he opens his book of different colored paper and slides a perfectly cut and constructed rendition of my cutie mark on a sheet of magenta paper towards me. Wow. I was wondering why the little twerp was staring at my chest more than usual tonight.
Was you thinking perverted? You guys and your waifus.
It's his
I'll
wife,
ignore that.
not mine. Oh, come on. There's something.
Listen.
Hold up.
I'm having more fun. I'm having more
Sounds like
fun.
I'd use yours more often if I knew who it was.
What?
We use your waifu more. It's harsh, Winnie.
Never mind, I have nothing.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, Sales chimes in, and I made you a drawing, Sales says as he hands me a sketch of a surprisingly well-drawn cartoon snail, not unlike the one in the shirt, that's smiling happily back at me. I calmly take both pieces of paper, stare at them, and carefully, completely lose it. I manage you know what? Fuck it. Take it away, Alex. There.
What?
That was her attempt at trying to cry.
Back when we first read the first two chapters of this fic with her, yeah. Anyways, I managed to keep my touched sobs to a dull roar, but the sunglasses can't really hide that I'm bawling my eyes out here. "Aw, don't cry, Sunset Shimmer," Sip says. "Yeah, don't cry. Damn it, you idiots! You're not really supposed to talk when these sorts of situations happen. You two are as bad as Pinky." Really?
Yeah.
They both get up and wrap comforting arms around me, as I wrap an arm around each of them and continue to emit a series of rather pathetic sounds. Damn it, why do they have to care? It would be so much easier if they abandoned me. If Twilight and her friends abandoned me, if the whole freaking world has abandoned me. Okay, yeah, I wouldn't be crying right now if I weren't happy they all actually still seem to care, but I still wish I wasn't making a scene at my favorite restaurant. "Don't worry, Sunset, it'll be okay," Sales assures. I want so desperately to believe that, but I know things aren't over yet between me and Demon Me. I've only begun to make any sort of progress, and it's incredibly unlikely I'm going to sort everything out before I need some sleep. Yeah, sure. Look, I'll meet you both outside. "Sure, Sunset Shimmer," Sip says cheerfully. "Yeah, sure." Hold on to these, will you?" I say, as I hand Sips the items he and Sales presented to me. "Heh, no problem," Sips replies, as he carefully takes the sheet from me. I quickly collect my things and walk away and head for the ladies' bathroom. I walk in and look at myself in the mirror. Thankfully, I am not wearing a ton of makeup or anything, but I'm still a bit of a mess. I set about fixing myself in front of the mirror. That was embarrassing. Touching, but embarrassing. I'm really not used to having this having people care about me. Like, really caring. Despite that, I can't seem to help but crave it at the moment. Maybe it has something to do with the magic rainbow friendship beam that I got shot full of. That would certainly be a convenient if unsatisfying explanation. Then again, I've also
Shimmer.
What?
Your Shimmer.
The whole story arc I had on my Tumblr. It was in the finale. It was mentioned in the finale.
Yeah. Then again, I've also begun to realize that there was something hollow about the type of attention I was seeking before. This whole experience made me realize that no one really cared about me. Okay, Simpson Sales apparently did, but I hadn't figured that out until now. Celeste just seems to care, but I'm sure that's just out of a feeling of obligation for me as her student. Guess most of Twilight's friends don't quite care yet. Well, there is one possible exception. On that note, I hear a beep from my handbag and quickly dig out my phone. I wonder who that could be. You okay? Fine. Why wouldn't I be? Oh, Gonzo, take a guess. Who is it? Oh! Well, I was just randomly thinking about you when I decided, oh, gee! Maybe a quick one-card reading will let me know how you're doing! So, I broke out my tarot deck and pulled a random card! It was the Five of Cups! And I was all like, WTH! Can you believe it? I mean, there are worse cards, but definitely happier ones too! So, I thought something must have happened, and then I decided to text you to see if everything is okay, but then you said you were fine, so maybe the card was wrong or I'm misreading it?
Fuck. I can't even go 2 chapters without her popping up again.
You type fast. Hell, thanks! Lol. Also, WTH? What the heck? You're actually censoring an acronym? Well, the other one is hecka rude.
Let's not question her.
I see. I'm fine, alright? I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Are you sure you're okay? Totally. Well, okie dokie Loki. Just remember that we're all here if you need to talk. Don't worry, I'll keep that in mind. That's all I wanted to know. See you tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Hugs and kisses. Yikes.
I put my phone back and leave the restroom. I'm not ready to trust any of Twilight's friends. Not even Pinkie Pie, who hasn't let up on her efforts to befriend me despite already making lots of headway there yesterday. So, it's an option if I get desperate. To satisfy my curiosity, I quickly break into my own tarot deck and pick out the card she pulled for me. The Five of Cups. A cloaked figure stands regarding 3 falling cups, while 2 upright cups sit behind him. There's a river and a castle passed out in the background. The guy that came with my card suggests loss, with something left over with a fixation on the loss part. Huh. Not sure the 2 idiots outside are great recompense for having my dreams crushed, but maybe there's something to the card. I mean, they're better than nothing. I walk outside and Sips and Sales are waiting for me again, this time a bit more patiently than before. Sorry, I offer as I walk up to them. I had to respond to one of Pinkie's stupid texts. We weren't gonna ask, Sales says. Yeah, we agreed we wouldn't say anything, Sips adds. Touching, but I'm all cried out for the day. Well, now you know anyways. Come on. I have another chore I need to do and more reading to do, I say flatly. Guess you idiots can keep me company a little longer, I say as I do my best to keep my cheeks from flushing?
Blushing, more like.
It doesn't matter. Sips and Sales exchange a quick grin. Sure, Scented Shimmer, whatever you say. Yeah, whatever. I shake my head and try to conceal the tiniest of grins. Idiots.
Soon.
A bus ride later, and I pick up a couple new pair of bed sheets to hopefully keep me from the constant horrors of going to the laundry room on top of the constant horrors I'm already dealing with. Sips and Seals can at least help me carry all this stuff on the way home. Another bus ride and we part ways. I manage to avoid any more touchy-feely nonsense. However, I do ask for the cutout of my cutie mark and picture of a snail. One last bus ride and I'm home. I set up shop at my desk and pore over the books and try to absorb as much as possible, breaking once to hang up the things Sips and Sales made for me. I mean, there's basically nothing on my walls anymore. I have to put something up. Shut up.
Okay.
I'm afraid that one actually sailed over my head.
Basically, in one of the earlier chapters, she basically tore up all her plaques and medals and crowns and ended up stepping barefoot onto one of the crowns because she was so pissed off at what she had established for herself.
Okay, I'm caught up.
Anyhow, it looks like a few trinkets and miscellaneous things that might come in handy here. A silver ring, an iron ring, an incense, salt, metals that sport various names or images of divine beings, etc. It would help if I could figure out if I was dealing with a specific demon, also if said demon wasn't inhabiting me. Books don't seem to really deal with self-exorcisms. There is in fact a guide online on how to perform an exorcism. It's a bit more based in faith and ritual than I'm strictly comfortable with, but I guess I can always try it in front of a mirror once I have a few more items. I stifle a yawn and look over at my clock. It's getting late and I have a lunch date with Twilight's friend at school tomorrow. Let's hope the rest of the school lets me live that long. Let's hope the thing that inside me lets me live that long. Oh, it seems the demon is more interesting in some form of cooperation, or breaking me down until I don't have a chance. Ugh. How a form of acceptance or not, I think I'm starting to miss fussing over trivial dances. It's not like the stakes were particularly high if I screwed up. I wrap up my research for the night, get changed, and attempt to mentally prepare myself for another round of getting made fun of for losing my cool. Also, probably getting stabbed multiple times or sliced up before dying horrifically and waking up covered in sweat. It just occurred to me that I don't know if it's only my bed that triggers my little spiritual journey to the land of brimstone and getting murdered, or if the act of trying to sleep. I just assumed it was the latter. I guess it couldn't hurt too much to experiment here. I mean, what do I have to lose? I think a couple things. I snag a pillow from my bed and break into one of the new sets of sheets. I quickly set up the couch for an experiment sleep session, lay down, pull the sheets over me, lay my head on the pillow, close my eyes. Pfft. It still amazes me how fast the smell of sulfur hits me. Oh boy.
Should we pause there, or do you want to continue?
Yeah, I think we'll cut it there for now. It's getting late on both our ends anyways.
Alright. We'll call it.
But yeah, it looks like Sunset Satan's once again hit her again.
She's just very persistent, this demon.
Yes. But we'll see what happens next time. Hopefully next time I'll actually be able to get Wubcake in on it.
Yeah, what happened earlier? You told me she was going to come in.
She said she had some stuff that she forgot about, so...
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm calling it a night. I'll see you all around.
Alright.
Bye, everybody.
Give you...
Later.